Hello there. So I have some mushrooms growing, and I put in some blue oyster, or gray dove oyster, I'm sorry, gray dove oyster mushroom spores a long time ago. And I've just been kind of maintaining, adding more on top. Got a few experiments over here. Looks like they're doing good. Got some mycelium coming in there. Just got one vent running over here, kind of keep it stuff warm. It's getting kind of cold down here, and just slowing the growth. And then actually thought I lost everything, and then we had some plants in here die, and so it freed up my heater. Look at that, jeez, it's a lot of mycelium. That's some good stuff too. Got a lot of grass coming up, and that is that's a good one. And I guess I really just pulled this because I saw these mushrooms coming in, and I don't know what the white cap stuff is, but I'm pretty sure this is a fairy doves. And as you can see, I haven't been down here in a while, so it looks like they grew looking for light. Some long stems there, and they capped, and looks like they dropped spores. Well, we'll see if those spores produce anything. I wonder if I should throw that in there. Yeah, we'll keep all that contained, actually. As you can see, very interesting, because the moisture is actually dry right here. We'll also have buckets under this, little small buckets. Let's see. Ooh, see a bunch of mycelium there. I guess I don't want to mess with that right now. I wonder why all that's dry. It's interesting. So I got the plastic over it. I got dry and wet spots. The mycelium really likes this wet stuff. This heater going. So I don't know what my next course of action is. I think I got enough mycelium now. I could actually go into fruiting. Now that I see these guys grew big long nose stalks. Actually, put that down under there. And I'll keep you guys updated, because I see not much information on YouTube. And originally I started these bales, soaked them down. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bales here. And I got a few buckets, as you see. And I initially inoculated with some cardboard spawn that I made from grain spawn, but it just didn't really thrive. So I came back through, and I put a bunch of grain spawn, and then actually down here you see I've been putting layers on top, because the mycelium really likes the plastic. Really, like you see back there, really likes to come up to the plastic. So I've been letting the mycelium come up to the plastic like this, and I'll take some of this dry stuff, put a whole coat over it, soak it, leave it uncovered for 4 or 5 hours, soak it again, and then I'll cover it back up with the plastic and the insulation and heat, because I'm in the mountains of Colorado, so it's kind of cold here. And yeah, so the buckets, actually I use some coffee grounds when making up the buckets. So this bucket has no coffee grounds. This has coffee grounds. Same size. I did it with all size different buckets just to see. So I'll just pull this back. Oh yeah, you can see all the coffee in there. All the mycelium. Jeez, that's looking good. Yeah, I really came down and messed with this stuff too much lately. But, oh yeah, look at that. And these were, all the buckets were inoculated with grain spawn. And I'll probably put a link below so you can get it, because they're in the US. See, that's super dry on top. Because it doesn't, yeah, see, this one's got the coffee, so that's good for, this one has no coffee. But also, they're different conditions, because this one's towards the edge where the plastic can come down and keep the moisture, trap the moisture in there. And this one, as you can see, is super dry. So just put some of that. And down here it's wet. Not seeing any real strong mycelium growth. It's a little white, but I don't think that's mycelium. Yeah, that's nothing. I think that's just dead. Let's get a little deeper. Oh, there's a little mycelium. No, that's nothing. Yep. So, mycelium definitely like the not the card, but the coffee. And like I said, it was a little different conditions because it was out towards the. Actually, put an experiment down there too. I haven't looked at. That's very good. Yeah, there's some mycelium down there. Huh. Pretty neat. And this is growing all up over the corner of the bale. And so one of these was coffee and one wasn't. Ooh, there's some good mycelium. Right there. So that's a good start. Oh yeah, it's all over in this one. Oh. Well, I don't think that's mycelium. So you can see there's a lot of coffee grounds in this one. Actually, you know what? That is mycelium. That's a good. I don't know. Let me see. Make it in the light here. Oh yeah, it's mycelium. You smell the mushroom. So that one's doing pretty good down there. So here's the coffee ground one. Wasn't necessarily by the plastic. I guess it was raised up. And put a little dry on top of that. See if I get that. So then this one would be one. Let's see if there's coffee. No coffee in this one. And no mycelium. Let's see. Set that there. Oh, there's some. Go a little deeper. Yep, there's some mycelium right there. Just had to go a little deeper down where all that good moisture is. Yeah, it's some weak mycelium though. It's not real strong as you saw in that coffee one. Yeah, that thing was doing good right there. Put a little dry, a little wet, a little dry. Take one more look at that coffee. Ooh, that's some good stuff right there. That's some good. Got a lot of organisms. Now I need to start producing some mushrooms. And just to be honest, this has been a long ongoing process. I started with some bags and actually got some lion's mane upstairs. Didn't go too hot, but that was just a block, sawdust block. And then I had the grains, grain spawn of this stuff. And then I had block of this stuff, the gray dove oyster. And they say it likes colder temperatures, and as you see, I got a downstairs deal going. I got some more bales. I was messing around growing some weed out of the straw. But we got one covered here, soaking. So, got plenty of experiments coming up. Got some good stuff. Oh, there we go. Should have been moving that light around earlier. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, hope you enjoy. Give us a thumbs up if you want to see some more straw bale experiments, I guess. And, oh, I didn't mention, but I have coffee growing in this bale. Actually, these 3 front ones had coffee. The back 2 didn't. So, that's another thing. Maybe the coffee brought up these white ones, because I don't know what these are or where they came from. I don't know if I should spawn them. I know that's gray dove. That's some good. But I don't know what those are. Maybe if they turn gray. Maybe if I stop touching them, they'll live. Because I just broke that one. Alright. Oh, you know what? I got buckets under here. I don't exactly know what those are doing. I'm not seeing. Oh, there's a little mycelium down there. Huh. Way down. That came out of one of my buckets. Over here mixed in with the bales. And I weighted all 6 of these down. And I had them all shoved together. They start getting hot in between. So if you do experiment, always keep an eye on in between the bales. That's kind of why I had these segregated the way I do, but I come check temperature once in a while. I do have the heater because it's cold, frost. So, alright, hope you enjoy.